The Seahawks had no DK Metcalf on Sunday, but that was no problem, thanks to their undrafted rookie wide receiver, Jake Bobo. The UCLA product, with a slow 40 time, has a bright future in Seattle, and here's why. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Scott Procter. You know the deal by now, because this right here, this is what we like to call Procter's point of view. As always, we love hearing feedback from y'all, and we're seeing comments like this one right here. This right here, this is a good question, my guy, but if you see last week's Procter's point of view, you know that Keon Coleman is the answer, my boy. That's Zay Flowers of like 4 extra inches. This is like drafting T. Higgins all over again. Keon Coleman is that guy. But stay tuned to the end of this episode to see if you can guess today's trivia question right down here below. To today's topic, though, is there too much emphasis put on 40-yard dash times for NFL prospects? There must be, because it's the only explanation as to why Jake Bobo went undrafted earlier this year. Bobo's 4.99 40 time during the combine made him an afterthought of the 2023 NFL draft, despite a productive college career, but it certainly didn't hurt him on Sunday. DK Metcalf was inactive for a Week 7 matchup with the Cardinals, and Bobo took advantage of the opportunity by hauling in the toughest touchdown pass you've seen in the NFL all year. Literally, with just a 15.9 completion probability percentage, this ridiculous touchdown catch by Jake Bobo was the most improbable touchdown pass of this season, according to Next Gen Stats. It didn't matter that the defender was draped all over him. Bobo, with his 6'4" frame, was able to snag the ball with one hand while somehow getting both feet in bounds. It's as good of a touchdown catch as you'll ever see, and it makes you wonder, was Sunday the start of a Jake Bobo breakout? When you listen to Seahawks legend Bobby Wagner talk about the undrafted rookie, it doesn't sound like Sunday's performance was a flash in the pan.
Watching him when he first got in here and he was preparing and he was, you watch him run routes, you watch him do extra stuff off the field, extra workouts, things of that nature, that propelled him into, making the team. And then, he worked even harder to find a role and he's really mastered that role. And when we had some guys down, it was this opportunity to step up, and he did, a really, really good job, not just in the pass, but he's very effective in the run game as well. So, I think it's just a really cool story for guys that don't get drafted. If you work hard and you do what you need to do, he's a guy that can show you that he can make it.
That's high praise from a respected veteran leader and a future Hall of Fame player like Wagner, and it speaks to the impression Bobo has made on that Seahawks locker room. It's obvious that Bobo has also earned the respect and trust of his veteran quarterback, Geno Smith, who has now targeted the rookie 7 times over the last 2 weeks after just 4 combined targets across the first 3 games of this season. Although his 4.99 40 time might not agree, Bobo is proving to be somewhat of a big play wide receiver. He's now had chunk receptions of 31 and 23 yards respectively in back-to-back weeks and is up to 14 yards per catch on the season, which is second among Seahawks wide receivers, ahead of Tyler Lockett, ahead of fellow rookie Jaxon Smith-Njigba, and just behind DK Metcalf. With Lockett getting up there in age at 31 years old, the Seahawks wide receiver room appears to be in good hands for their foreseeable future, and Jake Bobo might end up being the biggest reason why. But while Bobo went undrafted, Keon Coleman will hear his name called during the first round in 2024. Go check out my recent Procter's point of view for more on that. And here's that answer to the trivia question, the one I posed at the top. I'll see you right back here tomorrow, Procter's people.